day 3. So now we're 72 hours into this thing, and now I'm getting frustrated. Hey everybody, welcome back to Jimmy is Promo, and today we're going to talk about the Galaxy Fold 72 hours later. So I've owned the Galaxy Fold for 3 days now, and I wanted to give you guys my true, honest opinion on this phone, a review of practical uses and kind of where I'm at. Am I going to keep it? Am I going to return it? Do I have buyer's remorse? Or do I think it's the next best thing since sliced bread? So I had a call with my buddy Brett this morning talking about just YouTube in general and talk about the Galaxy Fold. And I really want to kind of mimic where I was going with that phone call, try to bring everything in of realism and not have excitement behind the phone the whole entire time, and really tell you from my experience, what did people say about the phone before and what do I say about it now? So this is going to be that honest review. Now you can see I'm a huge Samsung guy, a huge supporter. I mean, I even have the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I have the Galaxy Tab S5e in front of me. So I mean, everything I have is new. It's the latest. And then I also have the greatest and also the most expensive. So first off, when it comes down to the first 24 hours, it was kind of a roller coaster. So my emotions were high because I bought a phone that was $2,000. I didn't know if it was going to be great. I was scared of the screen because it sounded like it was super sensitive. I felt like I was going to break it. And actually after 3 days, that's actually going to be a little bit harder than what I thought to actually damage the screen. So if I had like really long fingernails and if I was literally trying to push into the screen, I can see where it would cause issue. With the first 24 hours, I had buyer's remorse. I wanted to basically return the phone. I was going to bed knowing the fact that within a week, I'm going to return this phone, make a few videos, and that's pretty much about it. Then it goes into day 2. So I'm in 48 hours into the phone, and I've actually found myself liking the device more. I love the fact that I have the ability to have the phone shut and do every application. So, I mean, you can play Pokemon Go, you can play the asphalt racing game, you can do text messaging, you can watch YouTube, you can view your maps as you're driving if it's in your cup holder or wherever it's sitting. This is actually fantastic. I love the fact that it has a smaller screen to conserve the battery. And this has a huge battery, over 4,000. And so I'm pretty excited that I was using it quite a bit, even with the screen shut. But then when I opened it up, it was just fantastic. I mean, such a large screen. The cameras are amazing. The facial recognition is the same as the other Galaxy phones. I have my fingerprint set up, but I've actually never used the fingerprint reader. Every time I look at the phone, if it's shut or opened, it always unlocks. So I love that. So I started loving it the second day in. I was like, you know what? This is fantastic. I go to the gym. I set it up on the treadmill. I'm watching my YouTube videos. It's a larger screen than from before. I can fold it, do whatever I want to. And actually, too, I found out a better way of closing it, even though on day 1, I was using pretty much my fingers. So I would use kind of my fingers to kind of push it shut. But then I realized you can actually just push on the little T on the bottom. So the little additional pieces that they've added to make sure that dust and debris doesn't go on the tops and the bottoms, if you actually just kind of push in right there, it'll shut quite a bit easier. So I've learned that, and it's pretty nice. The battery life is really good on both the days that I've used it. Day 1, I'm not going to count because I had to use it, sign in with everything, and charge it. But the last 2 days, I was able to go anywhere between 5.5 to 8 hours of screen on time, watching 2 hours of YouTubes on average, playing Pokemon for at least an hour, streaming music for probably about 2 or 3 hours, playing other games, asphalt games for at least 45 minutes. So, I mean, I'm using the screen. I'm getting about like 6 or 8 hours a day of screen on time, and it's lasting over a day. So I'm getting easily 26 to 27 hours of battery life, which soon I'll be showing off more videos of the battery life. That's actually one I'll shoot after this because this is almost dead. But this has been running for 1 day and 6 hours, I believe, right now, and it's almost dead. So you definitely get over an entire day. Now we're running into day 3. So now we're 72 hours into this thing, and now I'm getting frustrated with a few things on this phone. And again, I'm not trying to complain. I'm really trying to give you what I really think. So in your normal everyday life, if there is something that you do every single day that's annoying, that you wish you didn't have to do, and if you were to take that annoying thing away because you do it and do it and do it and do it and do it, and that's kind of what I'm running into here. So yes, I love the fact that it's small in the front, but this is where they kind of messed up. If all of this over here and even the edges and even a little bit more on the top was more of a screen, then I would keep the phone. I have a feeling I'm going to return it, but stick around and watch for the next couple weeks. I do have 14 days if I am not too happy with it. I do have the Galaxy Note 10 Plus to go along with it. But this is where they messed up. This is way too small. So I love the fact that it is small. I love the fact that you can use it with any application. And I also love that you can open it up and it brings up that application right away. But the issue that I'm having here is most apps, there's some that's okay, but most applications make me have to open it up to get a better experience with maybe the keyboard or viewing angles and everything else. So if the front was a little bit larger of a screen and it made me not have to open up the phone, then this is a home run hit, which I'm super excited for the future phones of folding, the Galaxy Fold 2, whatever they're going to do. I'm excited for that if the front is larger. So what I like the fact, if I can try to put this down into a clamshell, is it's amazing technology. The cameras are fantastic. If this thing came out in April or May when it was supposed to, this is crazy technology put into this, and cameras are fantastic. But now that the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is out, this camera and some of the other stuff it can do is a little bit better than the Galaxy Fold. So this one, because it was delayed, is now delayed in technology and what you're able to do. So now it's behind the curve. But I guess it's ahead of the Fold. Hey, okay, sorry, that's a stupid joke. Anyways, and it probably didn't make sense. But this right here, the small front of it, after 72 hours, is now getting to the point where I almost need to open the phone. I mean, if I wanted to open the phone, then that is a great experience for a user. But because I almost need to, and I have to open it up with multiple applications, that's where this gets annoying. Opening and shutting, opening and shutting. So, you know, if you are in your house and you're just trying to get to one room, and you bought a brand new mansion, right? And you're going to your bedroom, but to get to your bedroom is 5 doors. You have to open and shut, open and shut, open and shut, and then you finally get there. Versus having an open playing household, you just walk directly to your room and everything is still functional. That is kind of what I'm running into. I love the fact just picking up my phone and I'm good. I'm done. And it's a large screen. It's the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. It does a great job. You know, the crease in the middle of the phone has... I mean, I've gotten over it. I rarely see it when I actually use it. When you actually look at it without all these lights in this room, when you actually use it in real life and you're watching a video and you're face on with it, you won't see the crease. So beforehand, when phones were getting, you know, the cameras and you got your hole punches in the middle and you're getting notches from iPhones and stuff like that, and it was annoying right away, but then you kind of got used to it. That's kind of what the crease is. My mind just goes right over the crease and it's fine. But that's kind of where we're at now. So it's a great phone. I love it. I still like the fact that I can keep it shut and use it. It's actually really nice when you do phone calls. So if I just sit right here, it's a skinny form factor. It's heavy. It feels like a candy bar. I mean, it feels good doing phone calls. But there's a lot of times where you also want to open it up, and when you actually use it, you might want to use one hand. But a lot of times it's a two-handed project with no matter what you're doing, and I would rather just have one hand and kind of go off with it. So is there a space for this? Is there a lot of customers for this? Yeah. It just happens to be that with my usage, with my normal everyday thing, the open and shut, even though this is the main form factor, it's called the Fold. You can fold it for a reason, pop it out, and now you have a tablet form in front of you. That kind of hit them in the butt because they forgot how many times in a day you're going to open and shut this thing. Just to use it for everyday use. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. It's amazing technology. I'm going to see where I'm at in a week, see if it's going to be returned or if I keep it. And again, stay tuned on this little journey with me. I'll create more videos on tips and tricks on the Galaxy Fold, the settings to change on the Galaxy Fold, because there's quite a few I had to change in order for me to actually like it. And also battery life, the cameras, and multitasking. So all of those is coming up. And then after all of this, then we're going to see if this thing will be kept or returned. But I hope that this has kind of made sense to you guys. Hopefully it kind of helped out with you guys if you're thinking of buying the Galaxy Fold. If I could put it in a nutshell in one sentence, what would I say? I would say I'm excited for the future of the next Galaxy Fold. Basically it in one in one sentence. We're 13 minutes in, at least with the recording time. So I'm going to end the video there. It's a great phone, good cameras. I love the fact that it could be a large screen, mini tablet. You got a small screen in the front, really good battery life. You have all of that there. It's the open and shut that I can't deal with now after the 72 hours. I was fine with it 48 hours in because that was the cool factor. 48 hours in, the cool factor was to open and shut it because that's the purpose of the Fold. But now after owning it for a couple days, 72 hours in, now that's the annoying part of it, and that's what's killing it. And I know that would be diminished if the screen was larger. But that's pretty much it for this video. Really honest, true review, thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it too. I'm not whining, not complaining, giving you what you would probably think as well. But other than that, I hope that you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit on subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. I also have a secondary channel called Samsung in a Minute. You should also check that one out. Share this video with your friends and family and social media sites. I'll see you guys later.